Welcome everyone to another episode of Slasher Scotty. I am your host, Scotty McCoy, and boy, do I have a surprise for all of you. I have on Zoom with me right now, if I could, let me see if I pronounce it correctly, Steve Holiskey.
Holiskey, yeah.
Holiskey, and he is going to be playing Jason Kincaid in the upcoming Reunion from Hell 2. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm so glad that we can make this happen. So the first question I do got for you is, how did you get your start into acting?
Oh man, I've I've always been interested in it. Uh, but I am 37 years old, so I got a late start in it compared to a lot of people.
Right.
And I joined the military.
Mhm.
I thought I was going to do a career in that. I got injured in Afghanistan, so
Okay.
that put an end to that.
Mhm.
So didn't know what to do. I kind of, I was lost for a little bit.
Mhm.
Then I kind of just was like, I always wanted to do it, so I was like, I'm going to wing it.
Right.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
And since then, it's just been flowing in. It's been doing well.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome. So how'd you happen to become part of Reading from Hell 2?
Oh, Hayden, Hayden, the director. Hayden, that was the first thing I was ever cast in.
Okay.
And it was the last thing I just filmed, but that was the first thing I was ever cast in. Me and Hayden, I saw post something and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot, put in for it, and had a phone call. We liked each other and went with it.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome. It's awesome. So for those that are unaware, what is Reunion from Hell 2 about? And what about your character, Jason Kincaid? Who is he?
Well, if you haven't seen Reunion from Hell, it's about the first one.
Hmm.
It's about, someone's revenge on a misunderstood brother. It's been out for a while, so I'll say that.
Yeah.
And the second one pretty much just picks up kind of like a slasher. I mean, kind of like the Scream franchise,
Okay.
playing off of it. My character, is a reporter, a wannabe reporter,
Mhm.
uh, and just try to make a name for himself too. He wants it more than anything.
Nice.
So that's he's willing to do anything for a story.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. So what was Hayden like as a director?
You know what? I enjoyed Hayden. I
Mhm.
absolutely, we he told you exactly what he wanted, but he would let you wing it at the same time. If you felt there was a need to change something, he was like, "Go for it."
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that. I really like that.
Yeah.
Because this kind of job, you got to take and give a little. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of take and give. But
Absolutely.
I loved it. I loved working with him. I loved the whole cast. It was a great time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, Hayden is a good friend of mine, and I was supposed to be in Arena from Hell too. I'm sure you heard that. But
Yes, yeah. And I was actually looking forward to it until I was told you had some stuff come up, and I was like,
yeah,
ah,
COVID ended up hitting, and I mean, if I wanted to, I mean, I could have came down, but then everybody else would get infected, and that wouldn't be good for them or the
oh
production.
no, no.
Things like that. It's like I really feel bad, but for the betterment of
Well,
not the production, but everybody else there, because you don't know
for
what
the
anybody
greater good.
has. You don't know how immunocompromised they are and all that stuff. So
Exactly.
you don't want to risk anybody else's life
Well,
or
I appreciate that. I don't want to get it.
absolutely. I never had it until that instant. It's horrible, horrible.
Oh man, yeah, I bet. I've only heard stories about it, man, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad you made a full recovery though, man. That's
Thank
good.
you. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't get as bad as most people do because I'm triple vaccinated, but
There you go.
you know,
Yep.
it's still not fun. So what was the best part about filming Rooney from Hell 2, and what about the worst?
Mhm. I'm going to tell you the best right off the bat was working with some of the, you know, Danny and Mark and Lisa all from the,
Yeah,
Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I
yeah,
grew up watching them.
yeah,
I'm a horror fan, man. I love that stuff.
absolutely.
And when I found out all three of them was coming back, I was like, oh, that's awesome. That was the best part.
Yeah,
They're all awesome. The worst part for me, I mean, it actually went pretty smooth. I don't think there was any bad parts for me whatsoever.
yeah.
I got along good with everybody, and
Nice.
so it was nothing bad on my behalf. I loved it.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was the one of the biggest kicks in the ass for me was just not being able to meet
Oh, I
Lisa,
bet.
Annie, and Mark because
A
I'm a big
great,
fan.
a great location as well. We were up in the
Yeah,
Great Smoky Mountains. It was awesome.
Yeah, except for the sign GPS don't work here from the stories I heard.
Oh man, you know what? Yeah, that probably was the worst part. But Hayden picked me up from the airport, so it's like, yeah.
Nice, yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, certain GPSs wouldn't take you there, man. It'll take you on the opposite mountain.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So when you first saw the script, what were your initial reactions to the movie?
Oh man, I read it multiple times, and I was like, I loved it. I loved it. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't see the first one at that moment. I did go see the first one. I did get the first one, check it out.
Yep.
Like looked it up, saw the reviews on it, all that stuff. Because I was new to. I'm actually new to the whole independent film thing too.
Right.
I mean, I knew there was the whole business of it. I didn't realize it was so big.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why this whole curve is a learning experience for me. I get on set, I'll talk to everybody on set. Anyone on set will tell you Steve asked like 1,000 questions because I'm new to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So I would ask. I loved it. So it was awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what do you believe the biggest challenge in bringing your character to life was?
Ooh, my character's a little, off the wall a little bit. He's bouncy, kind of like that. A people pleaser,
Yeah.
Me myself, I'm not. I mean. And so it was a completely different type of character than what I am. I have never played that kind of character before.
Right.
Like I've done other stuff. I've done, played gigolos in movies and cops for a Hulu show and all this
Right.
kind of stuff, but nothing like that. So it was a whole completely change up from what I normally do.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. So the last question I do got for you, do you have anything at all that you would like to promote? Any projects, social media, websites, or anything at all?
Well, like I said, I'm new to it, so I have no websites and stuff like that. But as far as promote myself a little bit, I am about to go to Los Angeles Stunt School,
Nice.
which is the best school, in the United States.
Nice.
The guy who runs it, man, he's done all the Avenger movies and John Wick movies and all that. So I want to still do acting. I still want to do the acting part.
Right.
But I do want to do stunts as well. I want to be one of those guys I can do my own stunts.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want no stunt devil. I want to be able to do myself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But as far as that, but Reunion from Hell, make sure everybody checks it out, man. I mean, it was awesome filming.
Yeah.
And I have, I've been in The House Eats Flesh. I believe you're friends with Josh.
Yep.
there.
I'm associate producer on the movie. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what's funny? As soon as I said it, I realized you were. I remembered you were. But yeah, I mean, that was an awesome one to film too, man. I can't wait to see that. That was
great.
That was by far. That was actually my first independent film ever.
Nice. Nice.
So that was awesome. But yeah.
That's exciting. Awesome. Well, thank you, Steve, for joining me tonight.
Oh, no trouble, my man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You have a great rest of your night.
Thank you, my man. You too.
Bye.